Hello children, this is Miss Gloria from New Life Church, and we're going to learn some more about my favorite passage of scripture, the Shepherd's Psalm, Psalm 23. We already had the part that goes, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul." Now we'll look at a new part. It says, "He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." This says that God guides us just like a shepherd guides his sheep. Sometimes, in some versions of the Bible, it might say the darkest valley, but this one says the valley of the shadow of death. And it also says, "Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." And usually when people draw a shepherd, they draw him with that big hooky staff because he uses it to guide the sheep where we ought to go. But you know, when David wrote this psalm, the people of Israel already knew that God was like a shepherd to them because he had already led them before in the past. When they were in the wilderness and escaping from Egypt and they didn't know where to go, God's glory went before them. And this is what it looked like. It looked like a cloud, like a pillar of cloud going up in the sky. And when the pillar of cloud stayed still, they just stayed still. But when the pillar of cloud started to move, then they went with the pillar of cloud, wherever it went, all the time. They just followed that pillar of cloud, only sometimes they would have to walk even all night. And it's pretty hard to see a cloud at night. At night, the pillar of cloud turned into a pillar of fire, so they could see it at night and see where they had to go. I'm going to travel into a kind of a dark and scary place here. A dark and scary, shadowy place. And we know that even when we go into dark places, God is with us. Even if we get really sick, God is still with us. Even if our friends move away from us or decide they don't want to be our friends anymore, God is still with us. Even if we have to learn something new and it's really hard and we don't know if we can do it, God is still with us. Even if people we love die and we're really sad because we miss them, God is still with us. Even in the darkest valley, even in the valley of the shadow of death, God is still with us and will always guide us.